Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm just doing a get ready with me style video. I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store. Not doing anything super fun today, but I thought I would pop on here and do a full face of some of my drugstore makeup. I've been going through everything I have, trying to get rid of what I don't use or if it's old and needs to go. And I pulled out a few things that I just want to try again, remember whether I liked it. So that's what we're going to do today. Hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. It is morning. I am barely awake and got my coffee. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's go do our makeup. All right, so we're going to start off with a Wet n Wild product. I'm going to use the Bare Focus Niacinamide Skin Tint. I have this in the shade, where is it? Light Warm. I think I remember liking this, but I haven't used it in a while. So we're going to use this today. And I just looked on their website. This makes me a little nervous because I think I really, really liked this. Wet n Wild's website has this at 70% off. It looks like it's $2.70. I don't know if that means it's going away, but maybe get on and check and order if you really like this and you want to grab one. Oh yeah, I'm sleepy. It's really thin. Here we go, my foundation brush. I love this brush. This is the BK Beauty 109. I love this thing. I use this a lot. This is a pretty good shade match. It might be a hair. Yeah, it's okay. It might be a little orangey. I don't know. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. It's a skin tint, so it'll work. And you could probably use your fingers to do this if you are in a hurry. I'm not in a terrible hurry today, but yeah, well, we'll see. It's a little dewy. This may not work for my skin. I've been pulling out a lot of products that I used to use more frequently, but my skin has changed so much that I have to make sure it's working with what I got now. And honestly, this might not be one of them. I'm needing something that's going to control shine a little bit better. I'll powder it down. It's okay. And if I just use this as a serum, and honestly, this doesn't give you a ton of coverage, but it's still really pretty. It's giving you a nice glow, and it's covering a little bit. You can see a little bit of coverage there. Going on the other side, and you know what I'm going to do is use, oh yeah, okay, too much. Use my fingers over here just to see. Yeah. Just to see what it does. This is way too much. I'm gonna rub this off. Yeah, it's not bad. The undertone's not great for me, but it'll be fine once I get everything else on. I wonder if this just wasn't as popular. I don't know. I remember when this came out and everyone was all over it. I don't know why it's on clearance, but if you want to get one of these, I don't know. I haven't heard that it's going out of stock or going out of that's being discontinued, but you may want to check that out if this is okay. We'll fill in the rest of my coverage with concealer. And I am going to use, I'm just going to make sure that these products I'm pulling out are still being sold because I don't want to tease you with something that's not available anymore. Oh, okay, this is really bizarre. I wonder if they're getting ready to do something new because the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer, and no, I have that. I just saw it. This is also on sale on their website, clearance for $1.59. Well, that's interesting. I don't know. Maybe go check it out. Maybe they're just having a clearance sale. I don't know, but I'm going to look into that a little bit more. But since I have it, I'm going to go in with the Incognito concealer. I really do like this. I remember it's not my favorite, but I liked it. Oh shoot, that's way too much. All right, I'll take some up here since it's not giving me too much coverage. So Gotta drink my coffee before it gets cold. I love this brush too. The PK Beauty brushes, I need to get more of them. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy A506 concealer brush. These are so good. Get more of them. I should probably stock up. Why is it $1.59? I wonder why everything is, it looks like everything is 70% off. I get nervous when I see that, especially if it's something that I know I like. Why? The other thing is maybe they're coming out with something great and trying to push out older products. This is not great coverage, but I knew that going in. It's just a little bit, little something on my face. I'm going to go in with some powder. I really want to just, I've been stuck on these e.l.f. Soft Glam sticks. I love them so much, but I need to use up some other things that I have. So let's go ahead and use the Milani Contour, Liquid Contour. I've had this for a little while. I should probably use this up. And I remember this is the shade Honey. And I do remember that I liked this. So I'm just going to do half my face at a time. e.l.f. Bronzer and blush brush. Oh, I like this. I remember liking this. Yep. This is a good summer shade for me, although I don't tan. I try not to. I intentionally try not to tan. If you know me in person, I'm obsessed with sunscreen. I always have been. I don't tan. I try really, really hard not to tan. And I tell my girls who are more fair complected than I am the importance of taking care of their skin. Oh yeah, I like that. I gotta pull this back out. I'm gonna pull some of these front and center, especially the concealer. I don't think this is gonna work for my skin right now. When I bought this, I don't think my skin had started changing yet. It's probably old. I probably need to get rid of it anyway. And I have been talking about this in some of my videos. I don't know if I've posted them all yet, but I'm getting ready to put out a couple of videos where I talk about my skin changes and what I've been doing about that, the products I've been using to kind of combat that. I kind of need to go back and try some of my products that are in my stash that I haven't used in a while to see if they're going to work for me now. Okay, so let's try. Oh, and I said all that to say I've been layering cream products with my powder products so that it's giving me a good combination without being sliding off my face or being too heavy. I haven't used this L'Oreal Lumi liquid blush in a while. Yeah, and this is in the shade Dewy Bright Pink. I don't remember if I liked this shade. So what we're going to do, ooh, if I recall, this is pretty pigmented. So I'm going to take some on the back of my hand. And that is way too much. And then I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to take a little bit here and I'm going to just spread it out and work it into the brush because I can tell you it's going to get intense real quick. Okay, that's better. All right, now let's just see what this does here. I think I liked the shade as long as I can take it easy. I think some of these products I bought when I was looking for more a luminous look. I don't know, but that is not working for me the way that it used to. In my blush and bronzer, fine, and highlighters, obviously, but not so much in my foundation. So let's see. Yeah, it's spreading out nicely, so better. This is really the only way I can use blush and not overdo it because it escalates real quick. that. I'll have to pull this back out. I like the shade. It is a little bright, but it's a nice, I mean, it's bright on my hand. But once you get it on, if you keep it soft, it's not bad. More of like a, I don't know, just a neutral pink. Like it. I'm going to use a powder now because I have to. And I found this yesterday at the Dollar Tree. I couldn't believe I found this. This brand has been at CVS and I'd never seen it anywhere else that I could remember. But this is a Kokie Flawless Seal Translucent Setting Powder. And I used this yesterday in another video that will be coming out. I don't know which is going to come first, probably the other one. But it's a nice, just translucent powder. And I'm going to use it again today because I really liked it. I have to have some powder. I just do. I paid $1.25 for this. And again, it could just be that it's going out of, it's overstock or it's, I don't know, going out of business. But if I like it, I might go back and grab another one. And I found these little puffs too. Now it's all dirty, but found these puffs at the Dollar Tree. And I just love, they're so cute. And they come with a container to store them. I love it. But it blurs everything out without it looking too flat. I really like this. And I went out last night. I did a whole face of Dollar Tree makeup and then filled in a couple of drugstore items. And it stayed put. It did stay put. This powder is really good. I think I'm going to be using this. Yeah, it toned down some of that dewiness. I like it to look a little bit more blurred out in the center of my face. Okay, I just filled in my brows just a smidge with the LA Colors brow pencil. Also got this at Dollar Tree, and then a little bit of the e.l.f. brow laminating gel. Just did that real quick because I feel like doing brows are boring. We're gonna go back into this because we're doing drugstore and I love this. This was $10.99. I got it at Ulta. It's the Essence Radiant Light Face Palette. And I'm going to go over my liquid blush with a little bit of this powder because I don't want it to budge. Okay, this is the e.l.f. actually the highlighting brush, but I'm going to use it for blush. It's a little softer. And I'm going to go into this shade down here. This is called the Blush Lighter shade. Let's see. Yeah, it's a blush lighter, which I guess is supposed to be like a highlighter and a blush, but it does have pigment. So we're going to use that and just go with this. Now I'm going to go into this highlighter because Essence highlighters are some of my favorite from the drugstore. I love it. They just look so natural. It looks like a glow and not glitter. I'm gonna kind of buff that in, and that's all we need. You know what? Let's do the one of the Wet n Wild. I have a 5-pan palette here. Let's use the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells. This is one of my favorite little neutral palettes. I'm going to go into this nice soft brown here, warm toned, kind of beige. Start with that. I'll bring it down a little bit. Okay, so just use a little bit of that in my crease, and then I'm going to just take the same brush and go into this next brown. And I like to use these, there's a slight amount of shimmer in that, but I like to use those in my crease because they tend to be a little softer and easier to blend. I think I'm going to use this little pinkish shade across my lid. And yeah, we'll just do that. These are nice little palettes. The quality of these, and honestly, I love Natasha Denona. I do. Her eyeshadows are my favorite. That's my favorite formula. And there's some really good inexpensive brands. And I'm gonna spray a little brush like this a little eyeliner brush and go into that deep shade and use it as an eyeliner. On my bottom lash line, I'm going to use LA Colors Auto Eyeliner. I found these at Dollar Tree a while back. It wasn't in my most recent haul, but this is the shade Secrets, and I really like this because it's kind of a coppery beige without being, it doesn't look overdone. This is Maybelline, the Falsies Lash Lift. And it's got a nice, like a fat wand to give you some volume and lift, and it just lasts all day. I love this one. It's so good. This is, I've repurchased this multiple times. Oh, look at that. I love this mascara. It builds up fairly quickly too, and it doesn't look overdone, and they stay kind of, it's like soft, you know. Mascaras on, I use just a little bit of the e.l.f. This is one of their Glow Reviver lip oils. This is the shade Princess Cut. It's one of their shimmery ones. I like them because they're kind of hydrating and they're easy. This is the finished look. I am out the door. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some of those Wet n Wild products. I'm going to look into that a little bit more. I'm afraid they might be going out the door. Maybe they're coming out with some new stuff. Who knows? I hope so. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great week ahead and make it a great day. Bye.